Hey ladies! Okay, so now I'm at the second part of my pad. You watched in the last video where I ended and I had just cut around the pad with pinking shears. I've already turned it, and as you can see, that's what it looks like. There's the opening. And then this is what I use to actually help with smoothing out the edges inside. It's the Papermate pen. I have the 4-pack. It was like a green and a blue and a purple and a pink. And these pens are perfect. I don't like to use chopsticks or anything really sharp, because then when you go to run it across that seam, you almost like tear or weaken the thread stitches that you just did. So I use these. It's a little bit more blunt, but it's perfect. And you want something that's got a hard, smooth surface like this, not something that has a grip, because this is going to stick to your fabric and just annoy you. So you want something that's all smooth. Okay? So I'll just show you what I mean to help you. Okay, so as you can see, the fleece is on the outside now. Here's the minky print top. I have it in. Obviously, it's got to be underneath the core for it to be able to move. And hopefully you can see this. But I kind of just run the pin along that seam. And make sure that you do the corners of the wing. Okay? And then you go all the way up to the top and run it across there too. Okay? So, I'd already done this, and then my son interrupted, so that's why I'm not doing the whole thing. Okay, so now I have to close this up. And I take and pull the top fabric out, and then I tuck it under. And my kids are going to interrupt me again. Okay. And then I mess around with the fabric, as you can see, until it looks even to me. So hopefully you can see that. I hope this is all the way out. There we go. Okay, that's what it would look like. So now let me get you up here so you can see how I do it. So I leave the setting at the 00 again. I leave it at 3, but I turn this all the way to 7 because that puts your needle all the way to the right. And as you can see, I'm still using my walking foot. It's, in my opinion, you can't make pads without it. Well, that's me. I know a lot of my friends that sew pads absolutely hate their walking foots. So it's just a thing of you have to learn how it actually helps you, I think is the best way to put it. I'm actually going to put my tension, you can see this little nub here, to a 2.5, just because I'm going through top layer, 2 core, and a bottom. I try and make my cores a little bit shorter, just because for my top stitch, it's not really having to go through that core. Okay? And another thing, if you're working with polyester fabric instead of cotton, the polyester dulls your needles. So if you work with a lot of minky, make sure you change your needles often because it will dull them. It dulls serger blades, everything, so just be aware of that, okay? Now, I didn't even mention this, but when you're doing pads, I would suggest you only use a ballpoint needle. And I use the 9014. I do not use Singer because, in my opinion, they are crap. I just had nothing but problems, and they dulled so fast, and then that caused stitches to skip. So I actually use the Schmetz or the Dritz. The Dritz ones have been working. This is a Dritz, and it's been working just fine. So, okay, let me just show you what I do. And another thing is I roll my fleece to make sure it's under, so you have a clean, crisp edge to where the fleece isn't coming up and rolling onto the print, okay? Okay, give me one sec because this is a little hard to have to put this under here. Let me just put you back over here real quick and then I'll zoom in. Hopefully it's focuses. Maybe, possibly. Oh man. Kind of. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying. Like I said, I have you ghetto rigged and it's obviously not working out for me. Really? Camera? There we go. There we go. Okay. So like you can see, the fleece isn't coming over. I still start on the same side over here just because it's my normal and it's got the straightest part so I can join my stitches together when I round that corner. And again, I still use the same method of keeping the outer fabric right in, sorry you can't even see this, I'm sorry, right in that middle part. So now that I got this ready, I can just move you. Sorry again. There we go. You can probably hear my chair creaking, sorry. There we go. Okay. The edge of my fabric. See it? Okay. So put my needle down. Go back. And this one I only do once because I don't want to have like a huge spot where the thread is showing where I joined it, if at all possible. Okay, I'm going to try and keep you guys steady. I'm probably not going to win though, so sorry in advance. Oops, I'm sorry, this is really bad. Okay, so now I'm coming to the opening and you can see it from here, how it's kind of bunching up. So, all I'll do is I'll lift my foot up. It's not going to look like this after it's sewn, it's just because the layers are in the way. And then I'm going to loosen my tension to a 2, because it is going to have to go through that core. And I'm turning my fabric, getting it ready. Okay, I'm going to put my tension back up to 2.5. Alright. Lift my foot, swing this over. Turn this back to a 2, because this is the part that it seems to have the core in it too. As you can see, this is starting to roll to the front, so just roll it back under. Okay? And this is starting to roll again too. Again, this is all with one hand, ladies, so don't hold it against me if it looks kind of funny or the video is kind of messing up. Ugh, come on, focus. There we go. Sometimes your fabric will catch underneath that white foot. I don't know if you can see it behind the needle, up in the middle. It'll sometimes catch on that edge of your fabric. So just lift your foot and it should just fix that for you. again, move your strings out of the way because it's annoying to have to cut those off in between stitches. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm still not even sure here. And then I actually go back twice on this. And then lift my foot. I mean my needle, whatever it is. Okay. And then that's what the finished product looks like. This probably isn't going to focus very well, so let me put it down here in the light. Oh, there we go. Alright, and that's all there is to it, really. It's pretty simple, and the method I use makes it to where you only have your sewing machine to rely on. You don't have to worry about cutting your fabrics different or together or anything like that. So anyways, I hope this helped you all. I gotta get off now because my camera's about to die. But I will talk to you all soon. Bye.